I'm currently extremely agitated for reasons completely unrelated to this video, so pardon me if I say any slurs. Okay, right off the bat, I have a huge beef with this one. Because some people, or I should say most people probably, from what I've heard and saw and observed on the internet, hear it this way. And I've always heard it this way. It goes up there. Okay, there's this high note there. Why is everyone pretending like it's not there? It is there. Let's listen again. And when I listen to it, I'm not sure if it's like a sound anomaly phenomenon, that the note I'm hearing is not actually there. It's like a phantom note, but I hear it and I feel like it's there, so fuck. So I'm rating this one. It's iconic, it's classic, it's tricky, controversial, it's really annoying, but that almost boosts it. Boosts its iconicity to a higher level, because, you know, fucking the Bible is annoying as fuck, but it's iconic. Okay, it's the same. I'm gonna be straight with you. This is the first time in my life I've ever heard this one. In addition to that, it's called Apex, which is a shit game, so bottom tier. This one is extraordinarily irritating to the ear. There's this fried fucking frequency that penetrates your earlobes. And also, I thought it was called bacon, but it's called beacon, which is also disappointing. So even below the lowest tier, below Apex, that's where it goes. Bulletin, extremely forgettable and fucking vanilla sounding. No spark, no special thing to it. And Bulletin reminds me of politics, which I don't appreciate. Bottom tier. This one I fucking love, okay? For some reason, this one is burnt into my memory. By the Seaside. Stupid name, but that's okay. We'll forgive that. Do 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 do. Fucking great. I love this one. Very good. I think I used it as something at some point in my life. Top tier, amazing. Well, maybe one below the default one. Let's put it one above the default one. Fuck you. I hate the sound of chimes, regardless of whether it is in the iPhone context or just in real life. Don't like chimes. Irritating sound. But it's better than the other ones. Better than Bulletin. Better than fucking Bacon and Apex. So we're gonna put it the last but bottom. You know what I'm talking. Am I even in focus right now? I think I'm too far. Circuit. I've never heard this one before in my life. It's forgettable, but it's better than Apex because it has a better name and it's a little bit less boring. I don't even remember what Apex sounds like anymore. So let's put it in the same as chimes. Okay, you can stop now. Constellation makes me think of the stars, and I like the stars, and I like space. I like science fiction. Constellation. It also kind of makes you think of astrology, which is boring and annoying, but I am going to disregard that and put it in somewhere in the middle. And the melody is kind of nice. It's not the worst. I'll put it in the middle. Above Circuit, above Chimes, but below By the Seaside for sure. Cosmic, it's a pleasant sound, just sonically, the frequencies of it are kind of nice, but it's not very original and it's kind of forgettable. Also, for some reason, the evocative association of space with Cosmic is weaker than Constellation for me personally, so I'm gonna put it one below Constellation. Whoa. This one has some ASMR quality to it. For some reason, the crystallic hits, each and every single one of those crystallic hits is so crunchy and tasty. I really like it. Fucking top tier. Sounds like piss! I fucking hate this one, Hillside. First of all, why is it called Hillside? What's the connection between the sound and the name? There's no connection. It's irritating. You know how when a face doesn't match a name of the person? When the face of a person doesn't match a name, it looks more ugly? There's those experiments been conducted. This is the same thing. I fucking hate this one. Even though the sound itself is not inherently annoying, but it's also not inherently good. I'm gonna fucking put it in the bottom tier. Lukewarm, boring. It will wake you up pretty well. Maybe bottom tier. This one sounds like your grandma would use it. And I'm ageist, so I fucking hate this one. Bottom tier. Whoa, this one is goofy and funny in all the right ways. I feel much better after listening to this one. This one is right up there with the beach one or whatever the fuck. My favorite one so far. Playtime. I really like this one. I've never heard it before. Fascinating. Presto. That sounds Italian. I don't appreciate that. Fuck Italians. They're pigs. I'm sorry. Anyway, presto. I mean, it sounds okay. I'll put it in mid. It's whatever. It's okay. It's not aggressively annoying, but it's not great. This one triggers PTSD for all of you, right? My girlfriend has this one as her fucking alarm in the morning. Extreme PTSD. Really bad. However, also iconic. I have to put iconicity points, you know? Visceral and unpleasant experiences are also tools of artistic expression, so I can't really put it at the bottom tier just because it is so iconic and I bet it made you feel something. I should put it... It has to be either the very bottom or the very top. So I'm gonna put it at the top because I listen to Merzbow sometimes, you know, for fun. So this is me. This one reminds me of some game that I don't know if I liked or not. So depending if I liked that game or not, this goes into good or bad, but also kind of in the middle because it's not as good as the good ones, not as bad as the bad ones. This one has a arc to it. It evolves. It reminds me of a good movie, Alien, because of Ripley, right? I like the letter R generally. I'm gonna put it in closer to the top tier than the bottom tier, but still towards the middle. I know this one, so recognition points. Sencha is a tasty Japanese tea. However, minus points because it reminds me of work, which I'm fucking working at an Asian store right now, and it reminds me of work. Minus points for that. We're gonna put it at just below the top tier, maybe the second from the top. You know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Somehow in those 3 beeps, it communicates so much. So much disgust. And contempt. Let's put it in the bottom fucking tier. So this one is the opposite example of the fucking whatever the fuck. The one that didn't match its name, I don't remember. This one matches its name, but in a way that's too obvious. Silk, it sounds silky. I hate that. It's too obvious. And also doesn't sound pleasant. Bottom tier, fuck this one, let's go. Another alarm clock material, type 1. Somehow, it's still kind of pleasant. I'm gonna put it one below the other one. I feel like this proves that this list is a lot more concerned with iconicity, if that's even a word, recognition of a specific sound, cultural relevance, than pure auditory pleasantness. However, the auditory pleasantness is also very important, but in this case of the alarm, I feel like it's appropriate for me to really boost them up. I need to stop talking. Okay, good tier. Some of the good tiers. I don't know. I like the sound. It's pleasant. It's pleasant. Even though it's PTSD, it's like pleasant PTSD. It's like, you know, like reminiscing about your childhood and being nostalgic about the moments when your mom would shout at you and beat your ass. It's traumatic, but it's nostalgic. Ooh. Ooh, and just one time through. No repeat. Scratch that itch. Top tier. Really good. I've never heard this one, but somehow it gives this vibe of a dark horse that no one expected and no one knew about, but somehow it delivers with the vibes. And I have to appreciate a dark horse, and I have to give it extra points. However, it can't come close to the top. Let's put it at somewhere near the top, but not all the way to the top. It's neutral, generally. However, consider the high note in the first arpeggio. Why is it so much quieter than the rest? This really upsets me. It's like they missed the thing and kept a bad take. Like they played this thing once and then they did another run through, played it better, and somehow as a mistake kept the first take. I fucking hate this one. Fucking bottom tier. It's ripping off some famous melody, which I don't appreciate. I can't remember what that is. Anyway, it's kind of passé sounding. It sounds stale. I don't like it. Bottom tier, fuck you up. Really annoying. Is it just me or is it really grating to the ear? No recognition value, no iconicity, no fucking societal, cultural value. Fuck you, waves. Bottom tier. There's more? Oh fuck, there's classic. There's a whole another page. Okay, let's muster through this. Let's go, I'm ready. Let's keep going. This one is abrasive, disgusting sounding, but iconic as fuck. However, not as iconic as the other ones. I feel like you don't have the same reaction. It's kind of more of a, it's like Wilhelm's shout. It's kind of annoying in its recognition. It's recognizable in a trite, contrived way. Bottom tier, fuck this shit. This one, I really enjoy. It's very aesthetic, and it has a lo-fi aesthetic to the recording somehow. I don't know why. It's like a low bitrate MP3. I really like, I can't quite put my finger on why, but it's really pleasant. Top tier, not the best one, but up there with the best. Dog barking. I like dogs. Top tier. Grandma material. This is grandma material. I'm not sure about this. Bell. It reminds me of Britain. And Britain is bottom tier. So this is uncle material. I remember as a child really liking this one. It's like, it's cool if you're dumb, okay? But I can't discount that. You know, marketing to a dumb audience and hitting the nail on the head is still an admirable quality in a piece of art. So I can't bring myself to put it at the bottom for a lame factor. I feel like it's nostalgically lame too. Let's put it closer to the top, but still in the middle-ish. Ridiculous. This one's ridiculous. Who put it there? But I admire mind-boggling things. I can't wrap my head around why they would put it in there, but they still did. And that's interesting to me. It's curious. At least there's some emotion. Closer to the top, but still in the middle. Let's keep going. This is just bullying. This sound effect is cyberbullying me. Is this your reaction to me right now? I don't appreciate this. Top tier. Very, very, very emotionally fucking heavy. This one is like, could be like in a Death Grips song or something. Like it's annoying, but in a artful way. I'll put it in the middle, but closer to the top again. This is just harassment. Can you imagine hearing this and it's not an actual doorbell? It's horrifying. It's unsettling. I don't want to see anyone at my door. Ever. Okay? It's traumatic. Fuck this one, bottom tier. It's just a duck. It's just a fucking duck, okay? I kind of like duck, but less than dogs. One below dog. This one doesn't work as well as the other arpeggio nice one. It's not as crunchy and crispy as the first one, you know, the one I put at the top. So I'm gonna put it a little bit below. My fucking camera ran out of charge, so I'm just gonna use the laptop camera. So as I was saying, the more I think about this one, the less I like it. And in conjunction with the annoyance of running out of charge on my camera, I'm just gonna put it in the fucking bottom tier. Fuck this one! Okay, this one is iconic, even though it's a bit overused, or was overused back in the day. I still can't bring myself to put it anywhere else other than the top tier, okay? This is iconic. Doesn't matter if I like it or not. Doesn't matter if I think it's passé. This one is beyond. It transcends opinion, pure, like mortal's opinion. Okay, this one is... You can't even see my hand in this meager camera. Okay, can I move it? I'm really bad. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. It's environmentally unfriendly. It's much worse than a dog or a dog. Doc or a dog. I'm losing it tonight. Okay, this is mid-tier, but also kind of fuck you bottom tier. Oh, I know this one. Old car horn. It goes awooga. Let's go. This one is fucking great. It's so funny. Top tier. Love this one. It is grating and abrasive and repulsive sounding, but it is also iconic. Just like a Catholic cross. Doesn't matter if you like it or not, it's a staple of human culture, right? It's not up to me to decide. It's you, the people, decided that this is This is a phone sound, okay? I'm confused about this one. It makes me feel, I don't know how I feel. I don't like being confused. Bottom tier. This one. This is a riff from Bad to the Bone. Do-do-do-do-do, right? It's like the next level of cringy uncle one from before, piano lick or whatever the fuck that one was called. This one's piano riff. Next level of corny. But somehow, by being bolder in its cringy direction, it gains more credit with me. I feel like putting it at the very top because it's so emotionally evocative. Let's move on. This is just chaotic. It's all over the place. I don't know how to react to this. And that's a feeling I like to feel. So, top tier. I can't go that high. I think this one is okay. It's funny. Close to the top tier. Maybe not the toppest of tiers, but it's okay. I remember this one as a child. It's ingrained in my memory. It's very, very, very strong. Top tier, good one. I don't like this one. It's like a worse version of the other ones that I said were really bad. Which I don't remember which ones, but I don't fucking like this one. Bottom tier, fuck this shit. Extremely cringy, just as cringy as the piano riff. But I feel like more popular. People actually had this one as their call and were not ashamed of it. Maybe even me, maybe I had this as my call on my fucking iPhone 3G. As a tiny toddler. I mean, this is a strong one, even though I hate it. But the hatred is what fuels its strength. It siphons my hatred to gain score, okay? Top tier, really strong. Like a demon. Lich. Mid-tier. I really do not give a fuck about this one. Mid-tier. This is the first mid-tier, I feel like. The middest of tiers. This one is cheeky. I like cheeky things, generally speaking. However, it's also anxiety-inducing, but in a cheeky, childish way. A little bit above mid-tier. A little bit positive. This one is everything I just said times 2. It's cheekier. Top tier, really good. Oh, ba-da-ba-da. Xylophone or xylophone or hilopone. This one is iconic. It's one of those that I can't criticize, no matter how hard I try. And it's not as cringy, it's just purely utilitarian. It's a good sound for your call. It's solid. Top tier. Are we done? Is this it? I feel better now. Thank you very much, people, for joining me on this journey. Watch some of my other videos, please. Please. What? It doesn't cost you anything except for your precious time, which is the most valuable resource you have. And I'm just asking for you to spend the most valuable resource you have on me. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. Be a little bit more generous, okay? Generosity is healthy, okay? I will see you next time. Love your neighbor and love me, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.